Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name's Eric and welcome back to a brand new video here on the Bioshock Hub. First and foremost, if you hear my heater in the background, I do apologize. It is currently 10 degrees outside and we have a snowstorm, so my apologies. Regardless, I hope you enjoy this video. So in today's video, we're going to be debating on who is the best protagonist within the Bioshock franchise. Now this is going to exclude secondary characters such as Subject Sigma, Elizabeth, etc. Basically, we're focusing on Jack, Subject Delta, and Booker DeWitt. Let me get all of my thoughts and opinions out first, and I want you guys to do the same down in the comment section below. So would you kindly sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So for me, what makes a good protagonist is relatability to you and the story. If the story is good and you can relate to the struggles and the endeavors that the main character has to go through, then you have yourselves a good protagonist. And in this case with Jack, him being a silent protagonist, I believe adds to the overall ambiance of Bioshock as a whole. Now, just put yourself in Jack's shoes here. You already know his backstory. If not, I made a video on it. You can click the card at the top right hand corner of the screen if you guys are interested, but I digress. So, he's had to overcome things like Fontaine's mind control, killing his own father and Andrew Ryan, saving the little sisters, saving Rapture, and all of these other tasks. And yet, you feel so sympathetic for him because basically everything he did within that game until the spell or the quote-unquote mind control was broken, he did that unwillingly. And you wouldn't know that if you didn't know about the Would You Kindly code. So doing things like the audio diary with Suchong making him kill the puppy, that is messed up. No child should have to do that. And also keep in mind, he's around like 4 or 5, 6 years old during the events of Bioshock. He's in an adult body because of an age accelerant that Suchong gave him. So he didn't even get to experience a childhood. It's a lot of things like this, in my opinion, and a lot of backstory and a lot of depth of character that makes Jack an extremely good and extremely relatable protagonist. Let me know what you guys think of Jack down in the comment section below, along with your opinions as well. Next up, we're going to be talking about Subject Delta. So, at the start of the game, we witness Eleanor being essentially kidnapped by splicers. Then, Sophia Lamb makes him kill himself. Right away, you're immediately sucked in and invested into the character of Delta. Then fast forward, and he's revived through the Vita Chamber. All throughout the game, all Subject Delta wants to do is save Eleanor and be reunited with his quote-unquote daughter. So, the fact that you have to go through everybody in the game hating you, except for Sinclair, is astounding. People like Sophia Lamb turning the entirety of the population against you. People like Grace Holloway, who absolutely hates you for the wrong reason. People like Stanley Poole, who actually sold or basically orphaned Eleanor into becoming a little sister. All of this, and even just more of the splicers that attack you because they're controlled by Sophia Lamb. That again gives Subject Delta so much depth. And the fact that, let's say, you save the little sisters, Eleanor does the right thing and saves you in return. If you harvest the little sisters, her entire mindset is completely flipped like a light switch. So, again, the depth of Subject Delta, just through the simplicity of storytelling and certain events within the game, makes him a very strong protagonist as well. And personally, he's one of my favorite characters within Bioshock, like the whole franchise. Now, I'm not going to let that be a bias towards who is the best protagonist, but I do enjoy his backstory along with Jack's as well. And finally, we're going to be moving on to Bioshock Infinite with Booker DeWitt. Obviously, he's done a lot of shady things in the past. That being a Pinkerton agent, that being the atrocities he committed at Wounded Knee, that Slate obviously always mentions when you're at the Hall of Heroes. He even went so far to go to an alternate timeline and make himself Zachary Comstock to hide from his past. He sold his daughter to pay off his gambling debt, and he became an alcoholic in the process of being addicted to gambling as well. So there's a lot of tragic backstory there, and a lot of disgusting and despicable things that he's done in the past. However, the events of Bioshock Infinite is more of kind of a redemption arc in a way. So essentially, he knows nothing about Elizabeth. He knows nothing about Elizabeth being his daughter. He knows nothing about that. He just knows that a man ended up basically trying to help him, that being Robert Lutece, and that the Lutece twins were trying to help set everything straight that they ended up messing up. So Booker goes to Columbia. He rights some of the wrongs that were being committed in Columbia. He ends up finding out that Elizabeth is his daughter. And just overall, there's a lot of backstory there. Not to mention, just the character overall is cold at first when he's talking to Elizabeth or just characters that are in the game in general. But as you can tell, as he spends more time with Elizabeth, that paternal instinct kind of kicks in. He kind of starts actually treating her like a person rather than just a job, if that makes sense, of a rescue mission. So as the game progresses and as you find out more and see the character develop, the overall storytelling of that, in my opinion, is what makes Booker DeWitt a great character. So in conclusion, obviously opinions are subjective. This is going to be on you, the viewer, that are watching this video right now, as to who you think is the best protagonist. I can only say this from my personal experience and my personal opinion, but I want you guys to obviously respect my opinions, as I'm going to respect yours down in the comments section below. So just looking at all of the characters' backstories, how they play in the game, knowing the lore behind the characters, etc., I think Jack is probably the best protagonist that we've had in the franchise. Again, I know it is completely subjective. It is completely subjective, and it depends on person to person. But I want you guys to formulate your own thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below, like I said, and I will respect and respond to all of your opinions. Now, the reason why I do believe that he's the best protagonist, and don't get me wrong, Delta and Booker are both amazing and fantastic protagonists in both Bioshock 2 and Infinite. I just feel that personally, on a more personal level, I resonate more with Jack than I do with a war hero, quote unquote, like Booker, or a big daddy trying to find his daughter, like Subject Delta. There's a lot of trauma personally that I've had in my past that I feel that I can relate to Jack. Basically, the whole not having a childhood thing. A lot of you guys know about that. If not, I'll explain it at a later time. But there's just a lot that I see myself within Jack, if that makes sense. A lot of characteristics, a lot of things about the backstory, and a lot of it just resonates with me personally. So, again, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts and opinions. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy the video, would you kindly drop a like, subscribe if you're new to join the Rapture family, and turn on notifications to never miss a video or a live stream when I publish a video or go live. It really does help out a ton. Also, if you guys aren't subscribed, please do so. It does help the channel out and it helps the channel grow. I would love to hit 10K by next month. I know we can do it. I'm going to post a lot of videos. I'm going to do a lot of live streams for you guys. And I have a lot of ideas coming within the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that. If you want to talk to me outside of YouTube, Twitter and Instagram and Discord are the best ways to do so. I answer all DMs and all of that. The links that you need to know will be down in the description below. And finally, thank you all for watching today's video. I hope you have a great day. There's going to be a couple of videos that pop up on screen now if you want to go check those out. I would highly recommend it. And with that being said, I will talk to you all in the next video. Take care, guys.